up to $500 towards an award-winning cast.
Snow. February 17th.
Next reported 5:31 with the extended forecast.
So
Here's Denise Andriacci.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting into that snow zone, but we've still got ice pellets and mixed precipitation out there across the GTA. As you've been hearing in traffic, drivers are dealing with just tons of different types of precipitation right now. Temperatures downtown are just sitting at about +1, but of course we have a wind chill below the freezing mark, and eventually we're going to be in that mainly snow zone here for tonight. And this is why Environment Canada has issued the snowfall warning, because we're going to see a wave of active weather coming in, and it's all falling in snow
right
later.
now.
10 to 20 centimeters. Our overnight low is near -10, and we won't recover all that much tomorrow afternoon. We'll be around -7 for a daytime high. We may squeeze out -6, but it's cold and below seasonal. We still have a bit more snow in the forecast to come as well. We're watching Friday night into very early Saturday to see some morning snow and flurries, anywhere from about 1 to 1 centimeters between Friday night and Saturday early part of the day. So we'll continue to monitor the radar for a couple more days. The overnight low tonight -10.
Dilim na.
As Desjardins agents, we know this driver should pay the same amount as this driver. And you should pay
154.9 for the gasoline.
Now save
Regular
10% for 6 months when you sign up for the adjustment
unleaded.
program. Get a quote at DesjardinAgents.com. Desjardins Insurance. Home, auto, life. Certain conditions may apply. Premium savings or increases are based on each client's driving habits.
This is the City News 680 events calendar.
In celebration of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, experience the elegance of the Edwardian era with the traditional high tea at Toronto's iconic Casa Loma. Sample a selection of premium teas, scones, gourmet pastries, and tea sandwiches, all in the majestic ambiance of the castle. Book your 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. seatings now at casaloma.ca.
Get all of the event details now at toronto.citynews.ca/events. The sports news brought to you by Canada. Richie's on the way. You took the time to plan, develop, and build it. Now, make it a home. Appliance Canada is where design comes to life. Let us color in your design plan with our innovative approach. Whether you call, click, or connect, our professional consultants will walk you through the process step by step. Appliances are an investment that are not only for your home, but for your life. We get that. Trust Appliance Canada. Visit us at appliancecanada.com. Many people suffer from anxiety and depression. They feel an immense sense of despair. I'm Danish Kotak, and at Kotak Law, we help clients who've been denied long-term disability. Often insurance companies deny disability claims on the basis that there's insufficient medical evidence. We fight for your right to receive the compensation you deserve. If you've been denied long-term disability, don't give up. Visit
There's a police there.
today. This is brought to you by Edward Jones, Richard Southern. Good evening, COVID restrictions. The easy east of Ontario today, west from gyms, bars can operate at 100% capacity. So can casinos. As casinos begin to fully reopen and rehire employees, but CEOs, some of them are speaking out, saying they're not happy with how the Ford government is planning to Russian invasion of Ukraine, and that's why stocks took a ton of sense to us. Top stories next on City News 680.
From part-time to president, cubicles to corner office, newly employed to newly retired. Life moves fast, especially with the March 1st RRSP deadline coming up. So be ready with a financial strategy designed to handle whatever life throws your way. One that includes retirement planning, education savings, and more. Get the friendly and personal approach to help you reach your financial goals. Speak to your local Edward Jones advisor today, or just around the corner. Visit edwardjones.ca/retirement today. If you own your home, we have an important message. Politicians say they won't send you a tax bill when you sell your home, but a federal crown corporation just paid for a study that's pushing home equity taxes. And now we have to report
7. Closer you are to the lake, the less the snow seems to be having an impact. For example, the East Gardner really doesn't look too bad in terms of snow accumulation. However, once you get up to about Florida, that's where we're starting to see that snow accumulating on roadways. So close to the lake, it's not too bad. We'll hear more from Steve in a moment on that. On the southbound 427, have a collision now at Finch. The HOV lane is blocked out. So is there. Getting heavy now from south of the 407. How about the money you save staying at home? You spend on your home. Increase your living space. Finish your basement.
James, this update brought to you by Subaru. Welcome to uncommon winter capability. A flood warning is out for Toronto following today's heavy rain, but now city weather specialist Denise Andriossi says the heavy snow is moving in. Snowfall warnings in place. Anywhere from 15 to 25 centimeters of snow is expected here, and our traffic spotters are already reporting brutal driving conditions.
The snow has already started north of the 401 in the west end, and visibility has dropped unbelievably.
That's why York University is suspending its operations tonight with in-person classes canceled and exams rescheduled. And Pearson Airport is now warning travelers to check their flight status before going to the airport due to possible delays and cancellations. Reporting live at the Extreme Weather Center, Michelle Mackey, City News.
Airport
City News
cancellation for flight.
5:34 in Ottawa this hour, police have secured the downtown core as they position
bad.
themselves to clear out the 3-week-long convoy protest.
Interim Police Chief Steve Bell says they are hardening the perimeter around the main demonstration site with barricades and fencing in order to secure. A lot of children have been brought to this demonstration and are still on site. They're working with Children's Aid to develop a plan to safely get them out. Cormac between Parliament Hill. The Canadian Civil Liberties Association has taken the federal government to court over the use of the emergency and criminal justice directors as they don't want to minimize the effect of the protests they're having across the country. However, she says it's unclear if they're endangering the lives, health, or safety
Madulas. It's going far.
And will not make this meeting of altitude surface, will not present here baseless accusations saying that Russia allegedly was going to attack Ukraine. I think we've had enough speculation on that.
Russia denies it's plotting an invasion, but says it's free to deploy troops wherever necessary to counter NATO threats. Meantime, tensions have soared in eastern Ukraine, where Ukrainian forces have been in a long conflict with Russia-backed separatists. Over 14,000 people have been killed in nearly 8 years of fighting, and an increase in clashes today has raised concern that Moscow could use the situation as a pretext for an invasion. So Martino, City News. Gas prices are next.
Toronto's #1.
For breaking news, traffic, and weather.
This is City News 680. Everywhere. At Intact Insurance, we know that getting your car stolen can be pretty alarming. It's a situation that might make you feel a little out of sorts, to the point where it might make you feel like you're living it over and over. You feel like you're living it over and over. You feel like you're living it over and over. Tap. Learn more at intact.ca or talk to your broker. Conditions apply.
City News gas price update and from predicting the price will not change at midnight. We should stay at just under $1.58 a liter. Traffic and weather together next.
Designed in Japan, the only Lexus NX combines the agility of a sports sedan with the utility of an SUV, and now the option of plug-in hybrid electric.
Ikang blue na. Blue Mountain.
Anyone can sell a car. Very few can deliver a Lexus.
Lease a 2022 NX 250 all-wheel drive signature package at 4.9% with bi-weekly payments from $258. See LexusBoatBuild.ca. Double-digit growth in holiday e-commerce sales has resulted in an increase in demand on shipping. Ensure your customers get their packages quickly with a little help from
Tabulang
Fleet
50.
Optics. Fleet Optics uses
Should be
proprietary
80.
optimization software to increase first-attempt delivery success, which means your customers get their packages faster and safer. Planning early with Fleet Optics will ensure a successful peak season. Learn more at fleetopticsdeals.com. Fleet Optics, innovating final mile delivery.
City News 541, traffic and weather together on the ones. Brought to you by Mr. Lou, Pierce, Jordan, Kerr.
Drive carefully out there. It's getting dicey with
Leche outlining a 5-point plan that includes the return of EQAO testing for grades 3 and 6 this spring. The big plan focuses on strengthening literacy and math skills, and there's a strong focus on job skills, and an all-time high boost in Ontario funding for tutoring to the tune of $176 million. And in September, there will still be the option for parents to choose online learning for another year.
There are roughly 150,000 kids this year that exercise that choice. That what I've heard from their parents and from some educators who are involved in virtual learning is that is a strength for that small minority of children. So we're going to continue to offer it.
Mark Douglas, City News.
Traffic and weather together next. If you're investing
Ayan, mga bagong bayan. Dati, kukunti ngayon, punong-puno na.
you can grow your own way. All it takes is 10 minutes to get started, and you'll be looking out for yourself
1
and the
million
world
each
in
na
no
yan.
time. So start making moves with your money and feel good about it too. Visit tangerine.ca/invest now and get started today. Commissions through the Commission
Ayan, baka 1.2 na yan.
Please read the prospectus before investment. Which will not guarantee the value change frequently. Past performance may not be repeated. Herman Sellers Golf Furs, Toronto's largest furrier since 1880, is closing their Yorkville location. They must liquidate hundreds of beautiful furs, shearling, and luxury cashmere and outerwear. It's their biggest sale event ever. Every item up to 80% off. Fur vests from $300, shearling from $400, and minks from $800. Plus cashmere's fur hats and scarves. Everything up to 80% off. Everything must go. Herman Sellers Golf Furs, 1255 Bay Street at Yorkville.
City News Time, 5:51.
Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by Mark Feldstein and Associates. Here's Jordan Kerr.
Oh, nasty drive out there. This weather is just getting worse and worse as we knew was coming. Then eastbound on the 401, slow going through Mississauga Road. We have an issue at the ramp to the southbound 427. The right lane's blocked up with a stalled vehicle. It's jammed from east of the 410 and the collectors to that southbound 427 ramp. And then delays from Islington right through to to Victoria Park in the express and to east of Kennedy in the collectors. So right across a good portion of the city. The eastbound lane there blocked because of a transport stuck trying to get up the hill. And eastbound King also was blocked approaching Weston due to a jackknife transport. For all your personal and corporate tax accounting needs, call Mark Feldstein and Associates, Chartered Professional Accountants. Visit markfeldstein.ca, markfeldstein.ca. Next report at 6:01 with the extended forecast. Here's Denise Andriachi.
Well, yes, weather just getting worse and worse, and we're in for the long haul here for the rest of the night tonight. Once we see that full transition to snow, it's going to stick around 10 to 20 centimeters into tomorrow morning. It is going to impact the drive tomorrow as it's still sort of kind of sticking around for the early morning commute, and then we can still see a few lingering flurries as well, plus gusty wind blowing into the
dire-diretso na to.
temperatures really falling through the overnight, and overnight wind chill is near
Swing ka, yan ang madulas.
We'll have the winds continue to be gusty Friday night. Very, very strong wind gusts, in fact, late Friday and Saturday, along with more snow, another 1 to 3 centimeters possible. The overnight low tonight, -10.
This extended forecast is brought to you by Bellier Brothers. For more comfort and cleaner air, call on Bellier and take advantage of 0% financing. Experts in heating, air quality, home comfort. Call on Bellier 416-425-1200.
At EV Financial, we're here to help Canadians get February 14th to the 19th only. Applying is fast and easy and won't affect your credit score. Visit us at easyfinancial.com or at over 400 locations so we can help you get approved for a loan today. Conditions apply. Easy Financial. Better tomorrow.
The big story. I'm your host, Jordan Heath-Rawley. Why is Canadian architecture mostly just bland and boring? Listen at the Big Story podcast.ca or wherever you get your podcasts.
Health Canada has approved Novavax's 2-dose COVID vaccine for Canadians.
Yun, malapit na tayo sa pupunta natin. Dito tayo sa I-50. Yan. Buti na lang itong snow, medyo hindi na makapal. Okay.
Owner made incorporating my small business quick and affordable, so I can focus on all the other fun stuff, like answering all the phone calls. Hello? No, that's a good time to talk.
Visit owner.co to make small business less hard.
City News Time, 5:56. 680. This is City News 680. Any supplier can drop a box outside your door. But if you want a partner who delivers great customer service too, rely on Cintas. Your dedicated service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel and first aid and safety supplies. That service you can't get from a box. Visit Cintas.ca and get ready for the workday.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is standing by his decision to invoke the Emergencies Act.
Standing in the House of Commons, the Prime Minister defending the use of the Emergencies Act, saying the scope is time-limited, reasonable, and proportionate.
The goal of all measures, including financial measures in the Emergencies Act, is to deal with the current threat only and to get the situation fully under control.
But interim Conservative leader Candice Bergen says while she does believe it's time for the truckers to go from Ottawa,
Now zero in Oakville, zero with snow downtown Toronto. Snow and 1 degree wind chill reading of -3. City News 680 at CSCR AM Toronto. It's 6 o'clock.
Toronto's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 680 everywhere. It's Thursday, February 17th. I'm James Monroe.
I'm PhilCan and Februa. Here are the top stories right now.
record year. Business at 26.
City News time 6:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by Video Debt Solutions. It's Jordan.
Everything's slower than usual right now because of the bad weather, but we have issues on the eastbound 401 on the ramp from Islington right through to Victoria Park and the Express, the east of Kennedy and the Collectors, and jammed up through Salem. Westbound on the 401, delays through the 412 to approaching Salem. From Islington Express and Culture blocked off, and sinkhole opened up because of the heavier rain earlier, and it's heavy from approaching Mississauga Road to the 427, very slow. Watch out for a collision also on the southbound 427 at Finch, the HOV and left lane blocked. We have a tow that's arrived to help out this pickup truck that spun the wrong way and looks like it hit the center divider. And then we also have problems now blocking the westbound Dairy ramp to southbound 410. Looks like a vehicle has gone sideways on that ramp. At BDO Debt Solutions, we can help you find your confidence in a path forward. Visit bdodebt.ca to schedule a free initial consultation with one of our licensed insolvency trustees. Next report at 6:11 with the forecast. Here's Denise Andriacci.
Seeing quite a bit of snow now. We're still seeing a little bit of rain through areas like south end of Burlington and Hamilton. But soon it's going to be a widespread snowfall here across the GTA Golden Horseshoe. So we're getting there, and it's going to be very steady, heavy at times as well. 10 to 20 centimeters is what we are expecting. Temperatures just continuing to fall as the winds have shifted, and what started as a warm and mild rainy day has turned into a bit of a snowstorm here well, in the next couple of hours or so. So please be careful on the road. Stay off them if you can. The overnight low -10. City News time 6:03.
The Extreme Weather Center is open. We're tracking a system expected to leave behind 15 to 20 centimeters of snow in Toronto and much of southern Ontario.
City's Michelle Mackey joins us live with the latest. Michelle.
Dana, this update brought to you by Subaru. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Capability. Heavy snow is now falling across the GTA as temperatures continue to plummet. City weather specialist Denise Andriacci says we're now under a snowfall warning for 15 to 25 centimeters through tomorrow morning.
When some of the early risers are getting off to work, the plows are still going to be quite busy. And of course, we've seen such a melting across the GTA. We've got ponding, pooling, localized flooding.
Okay, ito na tayo. That's it.